my friend, the Smiths. As usual, there's very odd key changes and very weird vocal phrasings, which makes the Smiths the Smiths. When we play this song, we're going to be singing this through the eyes of, let's call it G major. G major has a 1-chord G, it has an A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E minor, and then like an F sharp diminish if we want. You could also play a D7. There really is no D dominant in this song. When we're playing it, it generally stays pretty straightforward. There are other couple chords that we're going to see inside of this key, like we're going to see A major. We're going to be taking the minor second, making a major second. So sharpen that C to a C sharp and then bar. Some people play like this. I think it's weird to have 3 fingers on the fretboard, so when I play A minor, I try to play it like that. When I play A major, try to play it like this. Ta-da! You could also move these up and then play them as well for other chord structures. Speaking of that, when we go to the 4th fret and play like an A minor, traditionally like here, or like I was just explaining, we get a C sharp minor. When we move this whole thing down, we get a G sharp major, but if we move that middle finger, ta-da, we're gonna get the G sharp minor. Now this is in the chord, but I would say play both of these and move the pinky. That's a C sharp minor 7, and then when we do the same thing here, removing the major 3rd, keep that pinky off, we get a G sharp minor 7. Hey, these are great chords. Here we go. When we do the intro, we're doing the E minor, and there's a little weird intro in the beginning that does like a... The whole idea, it has individual notes. When we play these individual notes, even doing the rhythm, you're essentially doing that C sharp major 7 run. So if you want to, check out this channel and look at those arpeggios that we've been trying to learn and talk about. Those are going to help you develop your own sense of where to go and what fingers to use. As far as the rhythm of the song, we've got an E minor to an A minor, B minor 7. So act like you're playing a G major, but just play the B note and just play the D note, play everything else open. And it's going to allow you to see that playing full chords might be a little much. E minor, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, when simply we can play E minor and then do a walk-up, A minor with a B in the bass, put that pinky down. And then when we play our C, you can just play it open phrasing, top C, bottom C, keep it open as a 5, and then, or no, that'd be a 9 chord. And then move that up if you want, or just go to the D. Either way, that's the E minor. Now it says G major 7, but I think that's incorrect. I think it's really only playing the open phrasing that has the G major here. And doing just this open phrasing and then moving that up gives you a weird thing, because what's happening is you're going from the G major 7 to a C, G major 7 to an A major, which kind of feels like the chord of a C major 7. So I would use either one, and then it resolves on a D, but it's not defined with that F sharp. It's more or less having a D9 or a D sus2. So I would play like that, keep the middle finger off. That's the feel of this song. It hangs out after that A minor, B, C, D, E minor, and then hits a really quick B minor 7. Afraid what else his intentions lay. G major 7. We're going to lay down that same chord I was just showing, but move down a half step on our 5. There we go. We're going to be moving, or not on our 5, on our tonic. It goes down to a major 7. After we hit that, does he C sharp minor 7 even have any? G sharp minor 7, and then move it directly up to a half step in front of it for the A, or go back to Old Faithful, and then play your A to B, C sharp minor. We're gonna hit a bold E, but you could also play through that with an E dominant, because it does need to pass into the A, C sharp minor 7, and then into a B. So we're gonna have this 1, 2, 1, 2, girlfriend, does he sharp minor 7, E, A, C sharp minor 7, B. And here's where it gets fun. It goes to the A major 7. I'll never make that D mistake. Then into the E minor. When we follow this next interlude, the interlude is the exact same as the intro. E minor, A minor with the B in the bass, C, D, E minor. We're gonna play our G major 7 to a C major 7, D9, and then do that twice. Last verse. Never pays, and everything he wants costs money, but she doesn't even like it. It's because she said so. In the room downstairs last night, in the room downstairs, he sat and stared, and he made a mistake. And because it's moving in and out of that key, it's just an awkward and wonderful place to lead that. It's called a deceptive cadence to an extent. We're playing in the key of G major, but at that tonal change, we're using an A major 7, which is the 5 chord of D major, and then going back and resolving back to that. It's out of place because our ear is hearing this through the eyes of like G major, heavy on that E minor. If we're viewing this through the eyes of D major, sure, you could view it through the eyes of a minor 2nd and then a major 5, but then our A minor would be out of place. Music, 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 music. There are many different ways to name chords, many different ways to see this through the eyes of music. If you know nothing about music and you like the Smiths, maybe check out one of my channels that talks about relativity of chords and the family of chords and the circle fifths and how to use alternate chords rather than staying with the 7 diatonic. If none of that made sense and you want to become a member, we talk about this every day. Aloha to you.